Okay, so this is the first quest. It can be found over here in this little cave on this book. We'll be starting in the outer city of Maldura, and we'll be flying there now. It's this cave here, and just go inside. You can either fly in or stay on the ground, it really doesn't matter. Likely you will still pull something, so down into the canyon we go. Okay, once you get down here to this little spot, you will find this crate. Click on the crate, get this quest. And you get the key upon completing the quest. So don't forget to pick up the crate like you would a house item and basically make your way out of the canyon and up on top. Here's a trick. You don't have to go all the way out, you just have to go to this side ramp up, which can be found right here on the map, where I'm going up and down right now. And basically, if you try going any other one, you probably will not make it. So, offward towards the little bridge. Make your way up and place it in the little blue box. And there is your first key. Yay! On to the next quest. Okay, next quest can be found way up north here. There's me. As an easy place to find me. So I'm up there, and we will be making our way to this cave and to that location. Right there. Be sure you're flying up higher towards the ceiling, or else you might miss the cave. The cave can be sometimes hard to see, so it is right here. It's also easily marked on the map, so just look around until you find the cave, and head in. Here's a tip, clear out the cave before you start, or else you'll have to deal with mobs as you're trying to do the quest. Okay, so click on the brazier, and you'll get the quest for the key. So this quest is fairly simple, you just need to know your primary colors. You will need to fly around up near the top in order to find a particular mob. Which one of them is right there. So basically, fly over to him, kill him. Depending on your level, it might be a lot easier. And loot stones. These stones can be combined in your inventory by examining them and selecting what stone you want to combine it with. So just fly around some more until you find another. And loot him again. So now we have blue and red. And here's the last one. There's the yellow. I think there are 4 colors that you have to choose from. And basically combine the proper primary colors to make the color you are looking for. Then go back and click on the brazier again. And rinse and repeat. Go and find more, kill them, and go back. Just so you know, these guys can be in really weird spots, so don't be afraid to look in really cramped quarters. I've generally found that you have to kill 3 in order to get the colors you need. And that's the quest. It's not that bad, and it just takes basic knowledge of colors and mixing. Next quest. So, we're starting here, next to the merchant where you can buy the Ixar statue mount, just across from the Tinkered Portal entrance. If we head north up this path, you will come across a flower at this book on the map. Basically, just click on the flower to get the quest. Be sure you set your pet, if you have one, on passive, or else you will have a chance of pulling others you don't want to. And be sure your singular focus is on. Or else you could also pull things you don't want to. Especially if you one-shot things, it will be bad. So, as you can see in the website, in the bottom of the screen, you want to kill the things in that order. Blue, green, purple, red, and orange. If you are colorblind, this may be somewhat of an issue. For easy picking. So basically just go around, choose the colors, and kill them. You will have to do this a couple of times. It's not a bad quest, and I think that's about it. That's that portion, and then they start to respawn. Same order for color killing again. Blue, green, purple, red, and orange. that is the end of the quest. So, off to the next quest. So, here's the next quest. We will be starting in the cave right here. That is in the Maldura Outer City. If we wander through the cave, we are going right there. The entrance to that portion of the mountain is just north of the exit of this cave. And straight up. So, now that you have left the cave, turn left. Until you find this spire from Kunark Ascending. Then, basically, fly straight up. It can be hard to find at times, but it is a giant gaping gash in the ceiling. Right there. So, fly in, and fly straight up. FYI, if you are not careful in this portion, on your way leaving the cave, you might plummet straight to the ground. Don't do that. That hurts. A lot. So this quest isn't actually that bad. It's just kind of boring if you're level 100 and have a pet. Basically, I think a Zugris also works as well. Or, well, any mercenary, for that matter. Basically, clear the portion of the cave that you have to be in. Until you're right there. And click on the little body on the ground. Get the quest. And start. Basically, you just stand here, if you have a pet, and get beat on for the next couple minutes. There's no quick way to bypass this portion. It is just survive for the couple minutes, and then you get the key. So, I've turned off my UI, and I'm just going to sit here and let you watch as things die. And that was the quest. Done. Simple. Takes a long time, but it's simple and done. Okay, so basically, this next quest is not that hard to find if you've done the previous one. Just find just fly down to the base outside of the cave, and you will want to head right over here. So basically, I'm near the spire right now for Kunark Ascending, and you will head pretty much straight east into the Fey village. This little alcove can be somewhat difficult to find at times. But this person will be in the alcove, this merchant, and on the floor in front of them will be this scroll. Click on the scroll and get the quest. This one is also fairly simple, although there is no way to bypass a large portion of the quest for speed. So, before you can fly up to the spot, you have to find one of these. Kill it, loot it, get the loot, which will be a no-trade leg, basically. And fly up to the blue area, which I recommend on top of this leaf. And use the leg. Because it is somewhat more solid, I tend to fly right over here and place myself here while mobs come and attack me. Basically, things just swarm you for the next couple minutes until you reach 50, and then you get the key from the quest. It's not that hard, fairly simple. So basically, this next quest can be found pretty much straight east of the PQ, which sometimes might pop, which is straight north of the Tinkered Portal. So, get in the Tinkered Portal, head straight north, and once you pass the mountain ranges, follow the path east. And you will end up right here in this village of rock people. And once you get into this village of rock people, you will want to head over until you find this axe. Can be somewhat hard to see at times. But yeah, start it, and you will be able to get the key. This quest basically involves you having to equip the pickaxe you get from the quest, and find those little rocks, and kill them. And kill the ad it spawns. If you try and do this without equipping the pickaxe, you will not get credit. But it's not that hard. Doesn't take too long. Sometimes rocks may be difficult to find. Good luck. And that's that. Basically a tip, look where you might try and find other like rock nodes in any other overworld zone when you're harvesting. Like against rock edges, against cliff faces, etc. They generally end up being in rocky areas, which makes sense. Good luck, and let's move on to the next quest after we do this. Okay, so this next quest is fairly simple. Basically, you want to head east out of... No. Basically, you want to head west out of the Tinkered Portal until you reach the coast, and head to this epic, and head to the coastline from there. Basically, you want to click on this cart, pick up the quest, and then dive into the water. You will need to pick up little mushroom caps on the bottom of the water. This quest isn't that bad if you have water breathing or some other form of water. Well, no, this quest isn't bad if you just have water breathing, but I would recommend, as a simple way of doing this rather than having to go back and get more mushroom caps, because as you can see you need 10, I'd recommend getting maybe 12 or so that way as they come alive, if they come alive, you don't have to worry about them falling on the ground and being short when you go and turn them in. They only stack in stacks of 10, so you will have a stack and a tiny bit in your inventory to play with. Good luck, and remember, you need 10. If any of them come alive, you need to go back in the water. Once you have all 10, get out of the water, and click on the same cart that you got the quest from, and boom, done. Yay! So, this next quest is actually in the outer city of Maldura. Basically, you want to exit Maldura and head left. Once you do this, you will go up into this little cemetery place and find the clickable head right there. And get his quest. Talk with him, talk with him, talk with him, talk with him. He's very long-winded, and get the quest. Okay. So now you have the quest. Basically, you need to click on these little guys. And a few seconds later, the tomb will become clickable. Basically, if you have issues with this, I would recommend just killing everything that you see, burn them, and then go back to the tomb and click on the little front circle. So again, you need to go in front of each tomb, kill the thing that spawns, click on the thing that spawns once it's dead, and burn the things in this little altar here. By the way, the altar does have a reuse timer, it appears. And basically, click on this front circle of the tomb. It's not that hard. And good luck doing it within the time frame.